Though the latency is gonna be the worst now, I guess, because how do you do live shows? Yeah, I can answer that later on. I guess the latency is gonna be the worst now because I turned it up quite a lot to make this all run smoothly. But then again, yeah, I got this long keyboard latency. Or let me fix that real quick. Kaboosh. I do live shows with a MacBook with Tractor and a MIDI controller, though I am learning how to use the CDJs now. They have a pair of CDJs at my university, and I need to learn that, because otherwise I just have to carry tons of stuff with me. Though I want to implement more live stuff. Like, for example, I'd really love to use this mini keyboard here, this Novation Mini Nova for live shows. To not to trigger massive with it, but to like use its integrated sounds, because it has quite nice sounds. But I'd have to take some time and figure out what exactly to do, like where to use this in live shows. Like when I'm playing tracks, how would I bring this in? Like I need tracks that could find space to put a solo on there, or make specific tracks myself that I would play live onto or something. I'll think about that and find out how I can do this, because I really want to bring in more live elements to the shows. Yeah, I also got this beautiful keyboard over here. Oh, you can see my serial. That's very embarrassing. And I've got this here because I am super ill and my nose is always running. So don't think anything wrong. But that's what it's for. If you've seen my previous streams, you will believe me. Don't think any bad thoughts on that. Okay, to the weird contact thing that I have here. This is a contact instrument that I adore a lot. Because this is made by the company Sonic Culture, and it's like a xylophone, but made out of stones. And I enjoy this a lot because kind of every key has different overtones. Like a weird bell sound, and I really like its sound, because yeah, this pattern kind of sounds like it's a documentary about wildlife or something. You could see like an intro to a nature documentation with this running in the back or something. That would totally fit. Where's your cat? I'm sorry, I'm living on my own now, and this room is really small. Like, this room is everything I have, and it's really, really tiny. And I don't want a cat to live in here, because it would be really a torture for the cat. I wouldn't want to do that to that animal, because it's way too small here. It couldn't go outside. There's a street right here where tons of cars are driving. So yeah. Make a Squelchy E-Height bass, please. I'd have to send me a link to a track, and with a second, like with a time information. So you show me the sound, I try to build it. Let's do that. That's a good way of working. Yeah, she was fast as lightning. It's RuneScape music. How do you compose your drops? Do you start with making sounds, or do you build the drop first and then add the sounds? Build some drop first and then add the... I know what you mean, like making a pattern with simple sounds. Both. Depends. Like, sometimes I just work on a single sound and then I think, oh, this sound is perfect for this pattern, then I create the pattern and then I add it more, then I add the drums. Or sometimes I just come up with a pattern that needs multiple sounds, then I make the pattern with really cheap 8-bit kind of sounds, so just the init sound from Massive, and then I start building the sounds. It's different every time, really. So I can't tell you the formula there. Yeah, link me the... oh yeah, there. second 47. Okay, I'm just gonna listen to that real quick.
Let me come again.
That bam 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 bass actually sounds a lot like one of my massive presets, but just edited a little bit. And the other one, the brab brab, the bass, we can make one of those as well, because I recently just found out how to make them really easily. The kind of goes into that direction, but I've got one sound that's even closer to that. Yeah, they may have used this preset, but I don't know. I don't want to do. Maybe they used that, but it kind of sounds like it, but it sounds like it's that preset. Okay. Yeah, it is that preset. I don't want to do false accusations, but it really sounds like that preset. So this is pretty much just, this is no FMing actually, no frequency modulation, more like accidental frequency modulation by having a lot of drive on this. Oh, stereo, oh, do we have left-right problems again? No, everything's cool. Oh yeah, that was fast. The pack is, I think, the last preset pack I did for Freaky Loops, but I can show you. This is made up. This is just 2 sine waves. Just 2 sine waves. We can make that from init actually. So this is our initial sound. Oh, it's loading. Okay, gotta wait. The Together remix was taken down, but because of SoundCloud, even though Must Die liked it. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna go up again if someone from Oslo is gonna say it's alright or something. So what I'm doing here is I have two sine waves. We're gonna make that sound now. 2 sine waves. One at 0, one at 4 octaves higher. Then add some tube distortion, and this is almost already it. You can hear that already. Now we're just gonna add a wobble LFO here to modulate the loudness. That's the important thing, the loudness of both of these. Because the low, the low oscillator is going to distort the high oscillator the louder it gets. So without it, it's just this clean high sine wave, sounds stupid and boring. Now we bring in the low. You can kind of adjust the... You just gotta find a good position there, a good level of these two. And then the distortion will do the thing. And I think I even added, now there's some glide on this. I even added a little pitch mod on this, so it goes, yeah. Must Die did that a lot in the past as well, to have this little pitch attack here. To have the song go pure, pure, beautiful. Yes! Perfect! That's how you do that. Back to the other sound, the growl. I think it's done with massive as well. Let me listen again. Load the track.
Me come again. Me come again.
Yeah, that first brah brah brah. We're trying to make that one. So I'll just make a MIDI here for Serum and put da 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 in there. So I can loop this while working on it, so I don't have to play it all the time. Maybe turn it up to 140 BPM, so it's just like in the original track. And I think you get that kind of buzzy growl sound from a certain kind of bend minus plus a certain wave. So I think I made one of these already. I'm just gonna make my own wave here real quick. So I'm just gonna make a sine wave. Though I think the original sound has been done with Massive, we're gonna do it with Serum this time because I know how to get there really fast. So yeah, I just have a sine wave and I'm adding a really high overtone to this. So without bend minus, just sounds like this. Or I could make it even worse. Really annoying. But with a bend minus, it suddenly gets growly. I don't know why. Maybe add a few overtones there. And then we can modulate that. And then add some filtering. Yeah, we don't have the filters like in Massive right now, but this shall do the trick. I think that goes sort of into that direction. Maybe not absolutely, but we can still change sort of the character of the sound by moving this resonance, this high, to a different position. Yeah, up here. This is quite funny. Oh, we can place multiple ones, like one here, one here, or one here. But up there, that's quite funny. Yeah, why not? Put some compression on that. Ah! And then put all the effects on this, the whole Serum chain thing. I don't know if it got close to this because it got.
Let me come again.
Yeah, it has a little bit. It has a little different vowel to it. Nyang, nyang, nyang. Also sounds like there's noise in there to make it more. I'd have to hit. I'd have to hit a vowel, an A with this filter. Maybe it works better if I choose a formant filter. No, those are always weird. They sound fun. I mean, they are cool. They do formants, but I don't like to use them for bass sounds that much because they just, I don't know, take away so much and such. So I just like to use those for like lead sounds or something. Like if you have a lead and then put this huge formant filter on that, then it kind of gets a sort of Daft Punk vibe because you have this talkbox effect on the lead. I think I made a lead like that. Oh, and it broke because I don't know why. But restarting is way faster now. And there we are again. Boosh! So no more long waiting when it crashes. I think it's as almost as fast as Ableton now with the restarting. Okay, sorry, I haven't looked at the chat so much. You can show me more tracks to build sounds from. Try to recreate one of my basses. You gotta put a time stamp behind that. Let me check that one. 2 minutes and 57. Let me listen. Yeah, that's not easy. That one is not easy. Yeah, how to do that? There is pitch mod on the sound, so it goes down on every wobble. I think even so there are two LFOs running together. So you would have one filter going, one LFO going, and then you'd have the second one on the pitch going like that, but not that stupid. Yeah, so they change between and so between so that's kind of the start of it, but the general sound is just so huge, and oh god, I have no idea what they could have been using. It sounds like a mixture of FM and also super wide. Maybe it's a layer of different things. There's gotta be some detuned stuff going on in the back. Definitely some, like, that's what I like to do here as well, like using one oscillator for the... Can I just... Yeah, like having one oscillator doing a simple growl kind of sound, being monophonic and really gritty, and then just take the second oscillator, choose another waveform, and then you can make this really wide, stereo wide. Oh yeah, this also needs that pitch modulation that I added here. So this also needs to go no. This goes to be +2, and let's chorus pitch. This is on 4. This has to be on 4 as well. Why is this so quiet? But yeah, it sounds like there's something like that in the back. Yeah, this is super muddy, I give you that. Also, it has no good filtering yet. Just trying to make a reinterpretation of that sound. But I gotta admit that I'm quite clueless. Like, this would be a good muddy layer, and then put another strong oscillator on that. Also, it sounds like they used a little bit of cabinet distortion or something. Maybe run it through a cabinet, or using a send with cabinet distortion to make it sound even more. But this is sort of going somewhere. Maybe let's continue with this a little bit. This is nowhere near that sound yet, I know, but maybe we can get there. Use a sub as well. Oh, since we need the sub to be pitched down as well, I'm just gonna remove the pitch effect and say that I want LFO2 to pitch the master tune. No, not envelope 2, LFO2. So now the sub goes down as well. This is just sort of my interpretation of that sound, wherever it's actually from. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, I give up here because I'd have to experiment for ages what kind of effects are on there, because it sounds heavily processed. I'm just gonna put the serum chain on this. This is cool as well already. Though this double phaser here could be a little bit too much. Maybe just make it... You just give it the usual formants. Though their sound sounds quite like there's some FM happening in there. Okay, next one. Aha, this is fun, but hard. This epic growl at 119. Oh, I know it. Sounds like it's... I think they were quite a heavy user of the WoW filter in that time, so they definitely used WoW for the formant, I think. And sounds like there's a little phaser on that, and it sounds quite messy, sort of, but it does the trick in that situation of the track, absolutely. So it sounds like they just have a... Why didn't it open up massive? I wanted to load a massive, come on. Do the massive thing. Why? Don't post so much, I can only do one bass at the time. Wow. Okay, let's see. Let's listen. Yeah, again... I don't know how exactly, what kind of wavetables that could be, if those are wavetables. I'm just gonna do... This is just for the start. I know this is nowhere near the actual sound, but this is sort of what I want to start with. Okay. Yeah, I guess you'd have to... I feel like there is weird distortion on that, taking away a lot of the high frequency. Yeah, like there a lot of the high stuff is missing, and I guess the growl is coming from WoW filter, the vowel stuff. Like the at the end is sort of that WoW filter. But they may have modulated these here to go to different vowels before that. So you have more options than just I here, but you can go like from ow to I or something, like different vowels. I'm not gonna speak them all out because it sounds so stupid. But yeah, that's sort of what I think. Also, yeah, it sounds quite distorted. It's not stereo wide. Maybe it has a phaser on it or something. Just gonna check if they used a screen filter for that or something. No, this is not getting close anymore. Maybe it was a stack of voices. to create some kind of muddy mixture of wavetables. Hard to get at that sound. This is cool as well. All that distortion is making the filter sound quite funny. This is cool as well. Why not? But yeah, I think the vowel comes from the wow. Oh yeah, this is... Oh wait, let's check that one out. Let's check that one out. What's that? At 0.45. Yeah, that just sounds like he has some gritty, something like that. Then with a on that or something. And then going to or something, as well as having vocodecs on that at the end to make it sound very... I don't know in what setting that could be, but... And then, of course, not just going from to but more like pitching down an octave at the same time to go... And kind of, yeah. Maybe even those are modulated, but yeah, a gritty source signal, and then just going downhill with the pitch. I guess that's that vocodecs sound. Ah, this sounds stupid. I guess I'd have to clean this up a bit. But yeah, it's kind of cool to rebuild those sounds like that, because even though I'm not getting at them 100%, it's cool to find new things on the way. Maybe that's not dark enough. Maybe it needs one of these. Maybe just try out a bunch of things. I guess, yeah, this wow filter is giving me... Cutting away quite a lot of the other frequencies. I don't like that. Or maybe we could make the vocodecs even more bubbly. But now it's losing some of the high frequencies again, so we could EQ those back in, even though that is not the sort of proper method to do that, like